Yo, yo, yo. Hold on a second. Take a swig of this water. It's May 20th. It's May 20th, guys. I'm on the way home from Pueblo. God damn. I thought I'd get around and talk to y'all for a minute. You know, there's a lot of things going on today. I had my appointment yesterday in Denver for the clinical trial stuff. I went and had a brain MRI and a CT scan. And we had everything set in stone, the dates and everything. And then they call me today and say that I have to be off my heart medicine for a week. Which is a problem because now it completely interferes with the 2 trips that I have planned this summer, which are really important to me. And it makes the trips pretty much impossible. So I decided I'm not going to do the clinical trial right now. I don't think they're super happy because they had me do a CT scan and a brain MRI today, yesterday. Stuff in my liver has grown. I thought it had almost doubled since March when I had a scan, but it turns out they were comparing it to a scan in February or in January. So I feel slightly better about that. But I'm not doing the clinical trial right now. The thing about it is I've been doing chemo for a year and a half straight. It's completely taken a toll on my body, my mental health. I don't want to put myself through it right now. I don't want to put you guys through it, and I want to enjoy myself. You know, during chemo, I would tell Nick, my buddies all the time, man, I'll do one day. Give anything to feel like myself for one day. And I feel like myself for the most part. For the first time in a long time over the last 2 to 3 weeks. Not ready to give that up yet. You know, I know it sounds crazy. But if I was to do 6 months of chemo, of hell, and feeling like shit, living like shit, to give myself an extra few months to live, or if I was to give myself 6 months of feeling like myself and feeling good, then I'm going to choose the 6 months every time. So that's where I'm kind of, I'm not saying that's what's going to happen. I'm just saying, trying to say it in a way that y'all would understand where my mind's coming from. You know, because the last year and a half has been so fucking brutal. It's caused so much problems with our family life, and I just want to feel good for a little bit. Even if it wasn't fishing season, the way that I feel right now compared to the way I felt a couple months ago, like, man, I couldn't breathe. I couldn't walk across the room without breath. I mean, I feel way better. That's the only thing I can really say about it. So I'm going to at least put the clinical trial off for a few more weeks. I'm going to think about it during this time. But as of right now, I'm not starting the clinical trial on Monday like they want me to. It's just not going to happen. Ellie, today is the day you broke up with your boyfriend, which is why I'm coming home from the lake. I was only there for 2 hours. Because after that, I was more worried about you, and I didn't want to fish. You know, that's not what having the whole relationship that you've had with Isaiah is not what having a boyfriend is supposed to be like. He was constantly making his ex-girlfriend a problem, you know, doing little shitty things like threatening to turn his location off on his phone and put it on his iPad so he could go to his girlfriend's house. I know you don't know that I know about that, but I've known about that. And, you know, the whole thing with threatening to cut his wrist and, like, just been a super unhealthy deal. And his dad wasn't very happy about this cutting wrist thing because apparently his little brother committed suicide last year. Now I feel bad for you right now. You got like a high fever. dealing with this shit with Isaiah, and I'm not making it easy for you. And, you know, you don't deserve to be treated like that and constantly be, you know, him essentially cheating on you all the time with his ex-girlfriend, not sexually, but mentally and emotionally, and talking to her and all this and that. And I even told his dad I don't think he stopped talking to his ex-girlfriend. His dad didn't really have anything to say, so I don't really know. But I got to get home and make sure you're good. And that's kind of what's been going on. Emma, you freaking told me the last 2 nights that we were going to play Doom, and you didn't play with me. So shame on you, goddammit. No, I was tired last night too, dude, but I guess Matthew's come over tonight. You're making quesadillas, so that'll be cool. It's kind of all that's really going on right now. Last day of school was on Thursday, I think, and I had to call you out earlier today because you were sick, so you gotta try to figure out how you're gonna take your finals. And Gracie, I hope everything has gone good with you this week. I'll shoot you a text. I mean, I feel like we're kind of civil now. You know, I know you're not gonna reach out to me, but yeah, I'm gonna text you this week and see how you think your finals went, and hopefully everything's gone good with you. And you know, it's kind of all that's going on right now. I picked up my boat trailer today from service, and I told them to freaking Loctite my bearing buddies, and they didn't. One of them already fell off. Maybe more. I gotta see whenever I get to the house here. I'm on Woodman right now. So that's kind of all that's going on. Just want to come on here and say what's up. I gotta figure out when I'm gonna go back to Utah and when I'm gonna I'll probably fly back every 10 days or something like that. But you know, I'm excited about that. Hang out with my brother Nick. He's excited for it. Ellie, hopefully we'll get you out there a little bit. You know, I'm gonna have you. You know, you're in a little bit of trouble right now for lying. Excuse me. Those are granola bar burps. One thing I wanted to say. Well, anyway, Ellie, you're gonna be at the shop. Learning that. But one thing I was going to say is one thing I'm going to do, since I'm not doing treatments right now, is I'm going to try some natural treatments. I'm going to completely try to cut sugar out of my diet. I got to really figure that out, how I'm going to eat, and see what things that I eat have sugar in it. I'm definitely going to cut Red Bulls and stuff with sugar in it. And I'm going to try to take care of myself and do some natural stuff. And I'm going to talk to y'all about it when I get home here in a minute, and see if that helps, man. I have been getting some little bit of pains on my liver, and when I was in Utah, my feet kept swelling up from fishing, but I think it's because of the neuropathy. I had all these heart tests done this week to get ready for the clinical trial, and everything came back fine, so I'm going to try to take care of myself a little differently this summer. I have a book called How to Starve Cancer. I'm going to start reading it. I'll probably put it as an audio book on my phone so I can listen to it when I'm driving. And I'm going to try some different things. I know there's some kind of like THC or CBD treatment that I can try, called like Murphy's or some fucking shit. I don't know what it's called. But I'm going to try some different stuff. I'm not just going to be stupid. I'm gonna. Some people say that sugar fuels cancer. I'm going to cut sugar out and see what happens. But I'm getting close to being home here, so I love you girls. I'm proud of you always, no matter what. And I'll see you in a minute. Peace.